Right, welcome to a Let's Try of Sable. Sable, embark on an unique and unforgettable journey and guide Sable through her gliding rite of passage that will take her across waste, desert, and mesmerizing landscapes, capped by the remains of spaceships and ancient wonders. Tagline, or the tags: atmospheric exploration, story-rich adventure. Doesn't tell me more of that. I'm not sure what type of this game is gonna be. Blah blah blah. Explore the dunes on your hover bike. Scale monumental ruins. Encounter other nomads as you unearth mysteries long forgotten and discover who she really is behind her mask. With its unique art style and original soundtrack by Japanese Breakfast, envelop yourself in Sable's world and explore everything at your own pace. There's a lot in this world just waiting to be discovered. Do not be afraid. Take the leap. So some kind of just exploration journey game, right? Close. Now, let's see. The price is 25 euros. This game was released in 2021, so it's not a new game. I think this was a free game on Epic, and I'm getting to try it now. I don't know when I got it on Epic. Maybe a while ago, maybe recently. But it looks interesting, so why not just have a quick peek at it? Let me see if I can do this. Hopefully my controller will work here. It is an Epic Games. It seems like it might be working, alright. Use the timestamp. I'm gonna take a peek at the settings really quick here. But if you want to skip that, you have a gameplay tag and a thoughts tag. If you just wanna like curious to see what I feel about or hear about me telling what I feel about after playing about an hour of the game, and you don't want to be spoiled about the gameplay, you can use the tag for that also. It seems like when you tab out, the game kind of pauses. I might be wrong in that, we'll see. Alright, we have sound and music here, or SFX. No master volume. The volume here starts at 75%, which I think is a nice thing. You can boost or lower a little bit, so nothing wrong so far with this one. Language, I don't know if this is just going to be text language or if there's going to be any kind of voice. I'm guessing this is just for the text language, maybe tutorials or not, stuff like that. We have a quality settings here, and you're going to see I'm running this in 1440p. Right, so it does support super ultra wide, but I don't know if it's gonna be cropping or stretching that, or it's gonna be just if it's gonna be cropping, stretching, or if it's gonna be just horizontal expanding. But for games like this, 3D games, I do prefer 16:9. You have no. So every time, this is a bit annoying, but every time you swap, the game automatically applies it. That is not a good thing to do with. Hello, there we go. My mouse. It's quite annoying. You should not do that. It's not good practice. Like if you have full screen on and you have exclusive full screen mode, hopefully the recording is gonna be fine, and you like and you're gonna swap through your resolution, you're gonna have to pretty much it's gonna swap resolution and your screen is gonna go black for a while, for a second or two. You're gonna swap resolution, your screen's gonna go black for a second or two. You're gonna swap to your resolution, screen's gonna go black, and maybe now you're finally at your your desired resolution. So this is not good. It should be an apply button. Cycling everything immediately on is not good practice, especially with the full screen on here and with the resolution. That's this one isn't as probably isn't as bad, right? I can we can just toggle this. So 24, oh my god, cinematic FPS cap. No one should be using 24 frames. 30 is fine, 60. Half VSync, this means half your monitor refresh rate, and VSync capping to your monitor refresh rate, and uncapped. Looked like it was just going crazy there. Alright. Level of details, we don't know what that's gonna be. Low, default, or high. Shadow quality, medium, low, or default. Right, we're gonna keep this at the high settings here. Display, okay, so you can increase the field of view. We have anti-aliasing on or off. No idea what this is. I guess that this might be contours around the things. Colors, high visibility, custom. Alright, text scale, photo mode. Alright, controls. Camera sensitivity. Hold to hover, hold to accelerate, easy fishing. Okay, we're not sure what that is. Show controls. Alright, looks like we might be able to remap here. It looks really nice. It does look like... yeah, that is left stick click. Do we have a right stick click? So crouch is left stick click. I don't know if you have a right stick. It doesn't look like we do anything with the right stick click. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yes, okay. Hopefully the right stick click is not bound to anything hidden away here. That's bad. You should have all of the things that is, you know, available as some in-game setting here. But it's really great so far. You know, you have full remap. You can rebind to your left and right stick click. I'm going to be using my Gamesir T4 here for this, and my, you know, the back buttons here are my left and right stick clicks. So to rebind actions to those are amazing. So far really good. And you can also remap the mouse and keyboard. Yes. And go back. Credits. Alright, I think that's it. It's a good amount. It could maybe have something more for the graphic settings, the anisotropic filtering, maybe, you know, this depth of field or chromatic aberration, whatever. Maybe tweaking shadows and stuff individually, but other than that, a solid experience from the get-go with that. So I'm gonna be running this with the Ryzen 9600X and then RTX 5070. My system memory is 32 GB of DDR5. So you can see here the frame rate on the top left. You're gonna see my CPU utilization, VRAM uses and stuff like that. It starts off using a bit higher than normal on my system memory here. But now I do have OBS, the game running, and Epic Game Launcher, because this is on Epic Game Store, and Steam is running also. So Epic could be using 5 to 1 gig more, who knows, of my system memory. So but it is a bit higher than you might just expect. Oh, oops. We're gonna go back. We're gonna do new game. I've only booted this up, so... But let's just... Alright. Wait for the loading here or something. Or maybe this is generating the world. Maybe there is some randomness. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the game is doing here. Alright. Alright, let's go back. We're gonna do new game. Alright. Oop. There we go. Yes. Okay. No save slots, doesn't seem like to be. There's no save slots. That's a nice bonus to have, but alright. So yeah, new game. Okay, so we can delete. Alright. Alright. Maybe there is a save slots in some way, but new game we go. I don't know if there... It didn't look like there were different save slots you can like start. I don't know. Quite a long time to load in to the game though. System memory is now up to 11 gigabytes. Okay. Right. Ooh, these are not smooth animations, okay. Okay, so we don't really know anything. This is like, you know, one of those mysterious start to a game. You have camera on the right stick, we're moving with the left stick, jump on my right stick, crouch on my left stick there. Alright. Animations look very... like the game, the panning here is very smooth, right? I'm hitting 120 frames. There seems to be some stuttering on the frame time graph, but it looks and feels smooth to me. Pretty smooth here. There's some stutter there, okay. CPU utilization 40%, okay, of all my cores. 60% on my single core, alright. VRAM or GPU is at like 40%, okay, not 50%, not too heavy on my GPU. Very little VRAM by just having 4 gigs VRAM being utilized. Okay. System memory is now up to 11 gigs of system memory. That is so high. Quite high for a game, alright. Like this. So it looks like to be pretty like a little bit of a cell shaded look. Simple color graphic, a little bit toned down color graphic here. Or not the graphic, but the colors are a little bit muted. Right, so this game seems to be a bit heavy on the CPU. It could be why the frame time graph is a little bit... having a little bit of a problem. I don't really feel it, but it seems that this is definitely for what we are getting a little bit CPU heavy here. All right. So okay, we have the Zelda Breath of the Wild climbing there with the stamina bar. Looks pretty stylish. The GPU utilization seems perfectly in line with what we get graphically. Quite nice there. Alright. That light there, it looks a little bit weird of how it's like... Right, there's no ray tracing there. That's screen space something, right? But yeah, it does seem a bit system memory heavy for this type of game, and maybe a bit heavier on the CPU side. Oh, get off the wall. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, so yeah, some ambience in the background here. We know nothing about the game itself so far. All right. bit stutter there. Let me check something. Yeah, you could invert like that. Alright, yeah, seems to be running pretty smooth and everything. Kinda like the Borderlands cell shading type of graphic here. Oop, it's... oh, there we felt some stuttering. Okay. The animations though is very jarring to me. They are low FPS. It looks like my character is like stuttering forward when it like moves. Like if I want my hand movement like to be I want it to be like this. And in the game is like a little bit weird decision with that one. So this seems to be one of those more relaxed experience, going around, looking how stuff's gonna happen. I think I can boost the audio a little bit. Right, so there's no voice acting, alright. I think this is a game where voice acting could have been nice. For a more relaxed experience, not having to read, just sit back and listen to the story unfold. Right, so what is the purpose here? Alright, well, we've got that we can... oh, compass and blah blah. Okay, oops, a bit of a stutter. Right, so this is good, so this will like, alright. Yeah, me too. So far we're not really sure what, like the main thing here is. Well, if we are gonna go find out what's our purpose, what's the task we are going to head into this journey. Alright. Right, so we are about to go on our journey. I'm guessing it, alright. Gliding stone, alright, alright. Gliding stones are a vessel, alright. Okay, feel, Temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. Okay. Right, so the game is pretty much guiding us now. Right, so you have a... Oh, there we go. It was weird. Right, so I'm in the... Alright, I'm in the camp. And this is my quest marker. Okay, you add... zooming in and out is weird. Okay. Okay, you can add some marker, clear marker, close screen. Okay. You're also gonna have this one. So this is active. Right, that. Alright, so we might be able to change clothes and stuff like that. Fishing, alright. Okay, let's continue on. So this is probably gonna be a slow burner. So if you like fast-paced games, this is probably not gonna be your thing. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows? Wait a minute, we were supposed to speak to this dude first, right? Yeah. Oh. So we're gonna get our Hoover bike. Sable. Oh. Right, so you have a different dialogue, but I don't think they affect the story, more just the story, like how the story is being told, not the progression of the story. It doesn't feel like so yet. Very quiet game. No like background. I mean, so nothing. Learning, alright. Brave. Let's here, get off, accelerate. Roam, okay. Okay, so you... Oh, you... Okay. interesting. So you have two like driving modes. You have like a strafe driving that is a bit slower, or you have this one that's faster. Right, so you quest log. Right, yeah, so this is probably not gonna be like a game that gonna be really my type here. So I do sometimes a bit of slower games can be fun. This is not my main genre of game, but it's fun. Yeah, it was a Epic Games Store free giveaway. Nice to try. Pretty interesting graphic style and everything, right? Oh, wait a minute. Was it up here? Yep. And the controls so far so good. Wasn't I supposed to speak to someone up here? Oh, someone's waving. The compass is telling me to go that way. Interesting. Ooh, oh, do. Alright, so we have this one. I need to complete tasks for Hillel and Driss. Right? Right, so we probably need to do that first, I guess. We have the camp. We have my glider. How do I... Can I activate... Okay, there we go. Okay, so follow that quest or this one. The semi. Right, so if I use this one... Okay, now I have this. Right, so I've done that. So I guess I need to do... I guess to do that now? Right. Let's try that. Let's go on our bike, I guess. Doesn't look like... I don't know if there's gonna be fall damage. Doesn't look like it. Right, can I... Alright, well... Uh, do 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 do. How far away is it? Pretty slow bike. I feel like I could have ran faster than this. Right, is it... I'm gonna guess it's up here, so I probably need to park my bike down below. No? I might not... maybe I'm not going the right way. If I press here... Okay, we are not going the right... Oh my god, this... Maybe I should have just... I guess I should have kept the driving on. Oh. Alright. I wonder if it's like evening or something. It has like this kind of gray dark filter over the world. Maybe it will change. It would probably look nicer if it was a little bit more colorful to me. Oops. Okay. Alright. We got something. Am I... You... Right. And we are turning down the audio. That was loud compared to all the other noises. Right, so I'm not sure if I'm going the right way, but hopefully. It feels weird, this map here. It's not the greatest map. Alright. Let's continue on here, but... Almost hard to see my character here. It's so toned down here. The colors. Very muted. It's definitely not a lot of things that you can, I feel like, can comment about the game right now. It's more like if you're interested in what you see, it might be worth for you to check it out. Okay, is this the altar thing? But yeah, this is a very slow burner of a game. It's really not like my main type of game here, but it seems a bit, you know, a solid experience. Right, nice color change. All right. Right, so you just hold jump to glide. Okay, the movement is smooth. And again, I do see that there is some frame times like dips, but it doesn't really feel unsmooth. It feels like a smooth experience so far. Oh. That's nice. The biggest thing so far has been that I wish my character wouldn't be as like stuttering there. It's very like the animations have very like again very like few steps to it. It feels it looks a little bit, not feels, it looks a little bit interesting, but okay. My Hoover bike. I'm guessing we might be getting upgrades to our Hoover bike also to move a little bit faster later on. But let's go back and finish this mission. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a shorter let's try, because I don't think there's a hell of a lot more for me to like experience. I think I know what type of game it is and everything, and it's interesting. Oh, would be nice to increase the draw distance a little bit more, I guess. To skip that the pop up there. Okay, so now the sun is going up. Let's park it right here. There we go. Right, we can see the sun going up, and like that's nice. It increases, that explains the muted colors, right? But yeah, there's a lot of problems there with this. There seems to be quite often on the more heavy on the CPU side here, but it feels smooth so far. But if you want to have more FPS, or if you have a lower end CPU than mine, reaching 120 frames and you know, you might have to tweak some things, because yeah, you know, it looks like it's my 9600X that is the main thing that is being utilized here. My GPU is, you know, really not struggling, just very relaxed. Right, I like it. It's nice to see these colors here, the more vibrant. Really nice. Let's finish this first little quest here. Hello. Right, so you get the ability to glide, and then it gets you stop being able to glide. Okay, as A. Yeah, I think this would have been a little bit more nicer with voice acting for me. It's just, it would be more of a, even more of a laid back experience. Just not having to read, you can just, you know, sit back through these kind of cutscenes and listen to the story unfold. But it also is, you know, nice because, you know, you can imagine the, you know, whatever language you want for them in this way. Also, it's easier, you know, it's easier to just make text available in different language than it is to make voice acting in a different language, so making the game more accessible to a broader audience. Alright. Whoop. But yeah, we are coming to an end here. You know, feel free to leave a like, comment if you want to do that. Follow or check back to my channel if you don't want to miss me, you know, playing video games and demos and related stuff. Check out twitch.tv/Halkenstrong, or I guess the Kick. I'm on Kick also at the moment if you wanna maybe see me streaming. Oh, okay, just open that. Streaming games. This is probably not gonna be a game I'm do stream. Right, so you can fast skip the text also, right? I'm sorry for skipping here, but yeah, you know, it's nice, but I think, again, I think this is not just gonna be something I dig into. Maybe, who knows, maybe in the future I'm more in a mood for something of this type of laid back story, just exploration game, so alright. Right, so this is like, okay. Right, so, you know, how this kind of journey progresses here. I'm guessing the story so far is that we are, you know, Sable, a young female woman, I guess, on our way to become maybe girl or something, to become a woman, right? The story of growing up a little bit here, something like that. You know, we got this gliding thing here, and we know, have been told that the gliding thing will be taken away as we grow old. So it seems like a journey of that, of like growing up here. And we have to partake in task to, you know, to grow as a person here. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is what it feels like. Can I... Oh. What, so... Okay, is that the ship or what? Ah, this is... I don't remember what he said though. Well, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so, okay, so you're supposed to mark thing. So these are completed. Lisa has a task. Ships find a control panel, find an atomic calibrator. Alright. Alright. You can use your Hoover bike. Alright. Yeah, we are definitely coming to an end here. It seems like, this is a laid back, just more relaxed, like story adventure thing here. So let's just go to the... Alright, so you have the map. If I zoom out, so that's my marker, right? Okay, so I marked the... Interesting. Did I mark the wrong one or what? Alright, so this is what I marked, okay. Okay, I did mark the right thing, right? This is the ship. Okay. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of text. Okay. Well, I was in the Okay, nothing in the ship. Oh, there comes someone's running. Mm-hmm. Alright, so side quest becomes well, main quest turns into more mini quests, okay, to make that happen. Alright. Build detour. How to catch beats. Alright. Well, hey, that's nice. I think we are... we are done here for this Let's Try Now. But it was nice. It was nice trying this. Again, maybe, you never know if I'm in the mood for this later on down the line or something. But yeah, not right now. Not really. Right, so time to time to be down here. Just having a final little peek around, a little little camp. All right, yeah, let's hello, a little bit. The climbing is a little bit interesting. We are going to try something just to end here. It is definitely very relaxing, very nice, just, you know, running around. You have free exploration, and you also have like quest, the main story thing here, right? Right, so you can buy your map. Okay. But yeah, very big, interesting world. There we have it. That's a nice screen to end with the thoughts. Right, so it has charming graphics. It's a style that you might or might not like. And, you know, this is more what it feels like, a bit of a story game, you know, exploration game. You know, you go around, it's slow paced, slow burner. Might be some little bit of, you know, hints of very like action, like when we went to get the gliding stone there, that the ground breaks. But there's probably gonna be nothing more crazier than that. And, you know, you can go around a little bit on your own, maybe find some things, or you just follow the main store here, you know, and it's like you get a store, then it branches out and it just expands on it. There's gonna be some fishing and stuff like that. I'm sure that you know, you're gonna be able to collect and do some extra quests along the way. So, you know, the controls also feels good here. They are like solid, and the performance have been, there is, you know, I can see on the frame time graph that there is some like red spikes, but I haven't really felt any as I'm playing. It feels pretty smooth, but it is on the heavier side on the GPU utilization. You know, for my AMD Ryzen 5 9600X, it is hitting pretty hard. You know, I can see you just standing here, one core is like peaking up to like 80% GPU utilization, and all my cores are like being hit to like 50%. The rest of the, you know, the system is pretty more relaxed. My GPU, you know, is just chilling, you know, 40 to maybe 50% there. You know, VRAM is is not even, after playing here for an hour, it's just 4 gigs of VRAM being used, very low. Expected for this type of graphic. System memory though, you know, it's a little bit higher than I would maybe expect for this. You know, it's not graphically impressive, but it has a nice art style, so it looks nice, if I say it that way. But yeah, it would definitely be nice if the CPU utilization went down. That would match, you know, the vibe of the game maybe a little bit more. You know, you might not expect a game like this to be CPU heavy, or, you know, it's not crazy CPU heavy, but a little bit more CPU heavy than you might first expect. But you're probably gonna be able to get a good 60 frames experience here on mid-tier systems. And if you have above mid-tier system, you're probably gonna get, you know, up to 4K, 60, 120 frames, probably no problem. Like, again, it's not... I probably could get this going on an RTX 5070 easily in native 4K. But the graphic, it could definitely be nice if they would have had or added in like DLSS, FSR, XeSS, just to, you know, as an extra help for lower tier graphics. And you know, it also, I think this is a game that would run great with frame generation. So if you have a lower end CPU, you know, you might only be able to get away with 30 or 60 frames, but you could use frame gen to get a bit of this more smoother experience. But this is a bit, you know, it is 4 years old, so I guess the frame generation stuff wasn't that much of a thing. But that is what could be, you know, if you wanted to like patch the game here, just an extra oomph patch. Frame generation, or you know, the DLSS, XSS stuff, just to help lower end systems, maybe a little bit extra. But you know, it isn't that demanding. So most mid-tier or even lower tier computers are probably gonna get a good experience. So it's mostly going to come down to the two things, right? Do you enjoy slow-paced game where you just explore a little bit and, you know, you find missions? It's not about action, it's more about a relaxed experience. And do you think that this graphic style appeals to you? Because if they don't appeal to you, you're probably not gonna have a good time with the games. So I'm not the... Is the sun going down? It might look like it might be doing that. Oh yeah, the sun is going down, so it's gonna change now to more muted colors. That's a nice little touch. Alright. Yeah, so, you know, I think that sometimes some type of, you know, story, more just immersive story games can be, you know, interesting, but yeah, not here. And there's a lot of text here, and I don't know, not really what I'm at the moment into, but it's like, it could definitely change in the future if I'm like, you know what, I'm just in the mood for just walking around a little bit of an experience, but not right now. But that's it is, you know. If you think this looks interesting, you might check this one out. 25 euros, and it seems to be on sales here and there for, you know, under 10 euros, which is a good fair price point. I don't know how long the game is or anything like that, but it should be, you know, it's a fairly well priced, it feels like. Maybe you can, you know, grab it for a free on Epic Game Store in the future, who knows. So this is Sable. Again, have a peek at it, check it out. But that's gonna be it for today's video, so thank you for watching and have a great day, and bye for this time.